Hey guys, last month I attended the 10-day Vipassana silent meditation course. Now, Vipassana, as you probably know, is a very practical meditation technique that was originally taught by the Buddha about 2000 years ago. During the 10 days that you're there, you're supposed to observe noble silence. What that means is that you're not allowed to talk to anyone, you're not allowed to use your phone, you're not allowed to read or write anything or listen to music, and you're not allowed to work out or do any kind of yoga. So basically what you do during the 10 days is that you meditate for 10 hours a day and follow a very strict schedule that they have created so that you can learn and experience the technique for yourself. I recorded this video on the 11th day after the day was over, and it was a great experience for me as well. If you want to listen to me talk about my experience with the technique, hit the subscribe button below because I'm going to make a video on that soon. For now, check out what a day in life looks like at the 10-day Vipassana silent meditation course. The first thing that happens is that you are woken up at 4 in the morning by the sound of a bell right outside your door. It is pretty loud and it will wake you up. After waking up, you have to freshen up and head out to the meditation hall for the session that starts at 4:30. Now at this time it gets quite cold, so make sure you have some warm clothes with you if you are planning to go in the winter. So as you can see, it's still pretty dark at 4 am, and now I'm heading to the main meditation hall. They call this the Dhamma hall. You have to take your shoes off outside and then you can walk in. Now this is the main meditation hall, as in this is where most of the sessions used to take place, and this center had a capacity of around 50 people, so this is where everyone used to meditate together. Apart from this, you can either meditate in the pagoda or you can even meditate in your room. The elevated chairs you see at the front are where the teachers sit. You can talk to the teachers in the breaks if you're having any difficulty with the application or understanding of the technique. You also have the option to take more cushions if you are not comfortable with the ones they give you at the beginning. You must make sure that you make as little noise as possible when you're in and around the meditation hall so that you don't disturb other meditators. At 6:30 you have to head to the dining hall for breakfast, and the campuses are usually huge, so you probably have to walk for like 5 to 10 minutes in order to get from the meditation hall to the dining hall. So this here is the dining hall where you get the instructions and messages for each day and the thoughts to reflect on for the day. And towards the left is the area for washing the dishes. In the dining hall you're given a seat, and that is where you're supposed to sit for the entirety of the course. You get 3 meals every day: breakfast, lunch and snacks in the evening. They do not serve dinner as it is not conducive to the meditation practice. After each meal you have to wash your own dishes, and that is also where you keep the laundry. Not all centers provide a laundry service, so make sure you check if it is available before you attend a course in case you don't want to wash your own clothes. After breakfast, you have an hour for rest, but most of the people use this time to take a bath. Few centers have hot water in the bathroom, but the center that I went to had hot water taps where you could get the hot water. But these taps are solar powered and do not have hot water in cloudy weather, so in that case you have to get the hot water from this hot water tank. After taking a bath, you can either take some rest or go for a walk. You could also sit in the morning sun and reflect on the teachings. The first group sitting out of a total of 3 starts at 8 am. The main difference between group sittings and other meditation sessions is that you get more instructions about the technique during the group sittings. You can take a 5-minute break during the meditation sessions if you want to drink some water or use the toilet. After the first group sitting, you have to head to the pagoda where you're supposed to meditate in a cell for about 2 hours. The pagoda is built in a circular shape, as you can see, and you are allocated a cell on the 5th day. Before that, you are meditating in the main hall exclusively. Some people are not comfortable with small spaces and they do have the option to meditate in the hall. However, there are certain benefits of meditating in a pagoda cell and you should do it if you can. In the breaks, you can take some rest outside the pagoda. After completing 2 hours in the pagoda, it is time for lunch. Lunch is the biggest meal of the day and you get 2 vegetables, dal, rice, roti and some days even a sweet. The food here is simple yet delicious. After lunch, you can either go for a walk or you can get some sleep. Then at 1 o'clock, you have to meditate in the hall again. In the breaks, you can sit and rest at the various benches spread throughout the campus. You are allowed to change postures if you're not comfortable, and you can use the cushions to make yourself more comfortable. In the breaks, you can also appreciate the flowers and trees in the campus. Some campuses even have exotic birds, so you can look out for them as well. Then at 5 o'clock, you get some light snacks like popcorn and tea along with some fruits. At 5:30, you can either go for a walk or, like me, head up to the roof and watch the sunset. If you do have access to the roof, I highly recommend you to check out the sunset. This was my favorite part of the day. Then at 6 o'clock, you have the final group sitting of the day. At 7, you get a 15-minute break before the discourse, and as you can see, it gets pretty dark, so you might want to carry a torchlight with you. At 7:15, the discourse begins, which lasts for about an hour. And these are just recordings of S.N. Goenka addressing the students after the end of each day. These discourses give you clarity about the technique and how to apply it, with a wide variety of examples and analogies along with the history of the technique. Goenka also has a great sense of humor, so you'll be laughing along the way. The discourse is provided in your preferred language. After the discourse is the final session of the day, where you are given the instructions for the next day. And this brings us to the end of the day, where you go to sleep at 9 p.m. so that you can wake up the next morning at 4 a.m. Hey guys, I hope you liked the video. This is in fact the very first video that I have uploaded on YouTube. Actually no, I uploaded another one, but technically this is my first official video. So hit thumbs up if you like it, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Also, if you are about to attend Vipassana and have any questions, do let me know in the comment section and I will answer them. If you don't have any questions and just want to share your Vipassana experience, do write about that in the comment section as well. I would love to read it. And I think that's about it for this one, guys. Until next time, be legendary. Take care.